Hello and welcome to the official GORO track guide for Interlagos. I will show you everything you will have to know. And let's start with the bunch up zone. For the first start of the race, after the warm pace lap, we will start bunch up here after the third sector starts. So catch up to the guy in front of you, position yourself accordingly to the stewards, accordingly to what the stewards say, and yeah, 100 kilometers per hour is the focus yellow and pace lap limit, speed limit. So yeah, the restart zone, it starts not here where the pit entry line is, but it starts here where the tire barrier ends. So exactly there. So this is the point where the restart zone starts. From that point on, the leader can choose to restart the race by flooring it and calling green, green, green in the Discord chat. And the restart zone goes to the last white line on the track, which is here, not the checkered flag, but this one solid line right here. This is the end of the restart zone. And if the leader crosses that line, then the race is automatically open for everyone. Racing can resume. For the pit, not for the pit exit and entry, for the track limits. The curbs here are pretty flat, and yeah, they are good for driving on them. So the rule is 2 tires on the curb, as always. No, not as always. Like it's here, it's 2 tires on the curb, and cutting is still punished. For example, like that. This is a cut, and we will investigate into every advantage you will gain out of it. Also here, going out wide here doesn't really get you an advantage, but still, 2 tires on the curb, and you will be fine. Turn 4. Also here, the same curve applies. And if you're going off here, because you brake too late or you carry too much speed into the corner, don't jump back on the track, because if there's someone behind you which has done the corner successfully, then it will probably result in a crash or some inconvenience, which will lead to a focus yellow maybe. So if you're coming off, then stay here on the outside, you have more than enough room, and come back here during or after the curb so that everyone can react to you joining the pits, re-enter the track. Sorry. So do it in a small angle, so that yeah, you're not coming on track like a madman. And yeah, come back to the track so that everyone has time to adapt to you being there. We exit out of turn 6, I think, yeah. Same rule applies, 2 tires on the curb, and I would not advise you going with 4 tires off, because the grip on this runoff is so low. If you're trying to brake afterwards, your back end will slide all the way to the apex, and it will cost you time. Same here, 2 tires on the curb. Same applies here. On the exit too. It's easy to understeer here. Also last corner, go as wide as you dare. If you're going too wide, you will end up on the grass and understeering into the wall, to the barriers. For the pit entry, it's pretty straightforward. So don't cut this solid white line here, and you will be fine. Like if you enter in the pits like that, you will get a penalty. So gap for the pit is pretty wide, so yeah, there shouldn't be any inconvenience there to enter the track. Once you are here and on the way to the pits, you can like drive onto the green part, so stay with 2 tires on the tarmac and everything will be fine. Otherwise this is gaining an advantage, and we will look into that. For the exit, yeah, you will get guided out by the autopilot. All the way up until here, so yeah, it should be pretty easy to follow the pit exit line, but be patient. If you're crossing the pit exit line like that, you will get a penalty. That's the rules, and yeah, this is how we handle it. So now for the hot lap. I have to say one more thing about the pit, not the pit, but the track limits. We have this runoff area between racetrack and pits. Don't cut it. Straightforward. Like that is perfectly fine. 2 tires on the tarmac. All okay. Oh, I try again. Be early in the throttle here for the uphill. Every millisecond you are early on the throttle and can carry more speed up the hill. The better your run to turn 1 is gonna be. So here in this car I have to brake at 100 meter board, before the 100 meter board. Be gentle on the throttle there, use the road. Use the curbs, you are allowed to use them. I braked a bit too late. Yeah. Not really smooth. So everything fine there. Ooh. Car slides a bit. Good exit. Don't have to lift off in order not to understeer. Difficult car to drive on this track, I have to say. So yeah. And now, for the finish of the lap, keep the travel distance as short as possible. So that's one lap around Interlagos. I hope you enjoyed it and see you on race day.